Oh, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you find yourself in. My name is Gluefoot. Amateur voice actor, Final Fantasy enjoyer, Star Wars fan, Slay the Spire addict, and the more. That is a very interesting fit, sir. Anyway. I haven't played this in a bit. I would like to I would like to shart. I would like to shart. Yeah. We're gonna start Shadowbringers today. So, the plan is, I think it's just this quest, and then we will watch the trailer. And then, I don't know. Oh, hi, Maxima. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. I didn't really warm up my voice today, so apologies for that. I am tired as hell. I worked 3 double shifts this week because I'm starting a new job and I planned things poorly. So I'm very much in a treat yourself kind of mood. Hence this stream. Well, it sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. He has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he's a traitor, and that he turned his back on his country. We of the Populares, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please. Revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Robon that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives. Yeah. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. I think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Ascians, did he? Hey, Dracnus, welcome in. After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I'll be sure to tell him so. Commander Alden also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Ascians? This is madness. The very notion is absurd. Driving and working should be fairly low on interaction, but exciting to see you begin the best expansion in the game. High praise. And yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service of a lie. The Ascians must be stopped. Save my people. To save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Zadiu's wall was a good start, but we can do more. And we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardons, I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. Commander Alden requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He would discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time no doubt being of the essence, could I tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to Robon's side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Is teleportation not faster? I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger. And every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which of course is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Aden. Not even you. Please take care of yourself out there. I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Okay. Despite the apparent urgency of Robon's summons, the Resistance fighter seems content to wait for your signal to proceed. Commander Alden is waiting, sir. It would be best if we proceeded to Alliance headquarters at once. You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but I would first apprise you of the Guardian's movements. Upon speaking with here we go. Robon, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yes, please. That's why I'm here.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald. In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east!
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
More than enough. So long as you leave the Ascian to me.
He may not die as such, but to see Lord Xenos fall on the battlefield would deal a heavy blow to Imperial morale. I'll see to it the men stay clear.
Oh, right. Xenos is, possessed by an Ascian. Oh.
Why won't they open? Please, I bid you open.
Not now.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this? May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Oh. Oh, right, we get to play as someone else. Alright. Oh, and meant to hide that. Alright, well, whatever.
Ready?
Do I just hit this button over and over again? Oh, it's a dot, I see.
This one's for you, Ada.
I can imagine Dumbledore's fear. Oh, wrong place. Uh-oh. Okay, I was like, I need it. Warrior of Light is still nowhere in sight. Oh boy. Strength, my friends. It would not do to have Arden arrive to the battlefield to see us broken. Fight and struggle if that is your want, but you will not escape your fate. Damn, okay. Xenos. Allegedly. Yeah, normal difficulty. Don't go easy on me. Skip cutscene, we already saw this, sorry. Welcome in, Valley. Oh, hey, Barricatier's back.
Ready?
The Warrior of Light has left the lines of the forest. Dino saying any old trash mob? Yeah. I mean, that is my mistake.
This one's for you, Ada.
Okay, I see. So, it's taken me this long to realize that blue is like a beneficial thing that I should stand in. At least sometimes. Mostly in this one. You like how I avoided that, that AoE? Yeah? think I wasn't standing in this. Not that her healing is doing much. Oh, the heal over time is doing a lot of work, actually.
It is not for you to decide.
Enough! You will learn your place. Behold, a taste of my true power. Uh-oh. What is this sorcery? Look upon the Ame no Habakiri and know the depths of your folly. Oh, no, you don't.
Here it comes.
What, did she just punch me? No!
The weave of a shinobi's
Better hope he doesn't test your reflexes. Yeah.
The art of my forebears.
Wait, she's doing those hand signs so fast. Still, you choose to struggle against the inevitable. The Warrior of Light is but a few hundred yalms away. Come on, we got this.
We can at least hold out until Adam arrives. I'm sure we can turn this around.
Yeah, I mean, we have a healing monk, and then we'll have, like, a proper party. Because, we'll have, tanks, so. I.e. me. Comes, does he? Then I need not waste my time on you. Oh no.
Oh, fiend!
Yugiri!
Damn you!
Ooh, that was powerful. Damn, it didn't make it in time.
Magic. With a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped. No matter the cost.
All the scions are powerhouses in their own right. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, like, once Lise stopped cosplaying as Ida, really felt like she was able to unleash herself.
Bringer of light. It has been too long. No words to mark our reunion? So be it.
This ain't a reunion, buddy.
Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
I thought you wanted to bring about all shadow in the world. Or, like, plunge the world into shadow. Yeah, I have a katana this time, too. Just always look seeing you usually the power S house, yeah. Alright, triple. Destroy the Weaver, yeah. So I just have to whittle him down? Doing alright. But maybe not. Paralyzed for a moment there. What the hell's going on? You are strong and brave, but the blessing will avail you not. Yeah. Oh. You may have bested Locke, but I will not be cast aside so easily. Oh, I got 2 Cheetos. That's not good. Alright, well, I'm out of Cheetos now, so I've been un-Cheetos. Blackest Knight is fucking overpowered here. It's like, ah yes, would you like a shield to 25% of your max health? It's like, yes, I would. That would be very useful.
I see.
Yeah. Alright, let's flood the world with blinding light.
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Please, I beseech you.
Ah, someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
Damn it, is the greasy weeaboo gonna win again? Okay.
At last, I found you.
Yeah, mind explaining a couple things?
Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion.
Okay. Help me fix it.
The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
Who are you? Please. Thanks for saving my ass, but you also kind of compromised in the first place.
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base.
Ah, okay.
It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey. All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
Crystal Tower, huh? Alright. I see you hiding your ears.
Soon, we will throw wide the gates.
Also, the arm was actually kind of, that it's like, oh, crystal arm,
And the
crystal
path
tower.
to the first will be yours to walk at last.
Path to the first. So enigmatic and cut such a figure. The costume, the design is fucking dope. I like that design. How did I get back here? Emmerich! Hi. Seriously, how did I
You're
get back?
awake. Thank heavens.
You're a sight for sore eyes, I'll tell you that. What happened? Where's Xenos?
I see you recall that much, at least. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow.
Husbando of yesterday saying goodbye before you meet the husbando
Yet
of
before his
tomorrow.
blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary.
It's a high bar to
bore you
clear.
away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Huh? So it was literally yoinked away.
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Ah, Estinian. Okay, fair enough.
Estinian never was one for emotional farewells. Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position.
So we're at a stalemate.
We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court.
Okay.
This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight.
Yeah, trouble on the home front.
A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Indeed. Don't let me forget to take a moment to readjust the volume after these cutscenes are over. Is Alizé alright? One of the Scions.
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke.
Okay. Go to the Crystal Tower?
A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Oh, this is a most unexpected surprise. I thought you confined to bed. Ah, Edmond. When I heard that you had collapsed on the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Master Vode, history suggests we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt here on Ishgard. In anticipation of a need for reinforcements, our Torel will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength had returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed, I suspect you have already decided on your next destination. Dark days lie ahead. Of that I have no doubt. But the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press onward. Press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. Well, I should check what letter I have from the delivery Moogle actually real quick. What? Oh, do I not have, no. Place an armory chest. Armory chest is full. Hold on a moment. Chest pieces. What can I get rid of? Gathering vest. I actually don't need this, yeah. Ah, thank you. Is the volume good on your end, though? Sound effects, voice. Oh, okay, turn the master volume up. There we go. Okay, just the whole thing was like a little bit quiet. I like the ratios of background and having voice kind of be more prominent, but... Oh.
By the 12! I don't believe it!
Oh. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
I get a feeling I'm about to find out.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him?
Yeah, I know out of context it sounds egotistical.
If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him. Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphano, Alize. You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own. Do you hear me?
I mean, I seem to be doing all right.
So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
I will. I promise you. Just a nod.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right? But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut?
They said it was just outside.
There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry, we'll find that beacon for you.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Who do we get more of him itself?
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home? I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. He will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril.
Does he?
This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious. Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete.
Okay.
We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
I had forgotten about that. Oh no. Do it. Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. That's really good art, at least. Oops, sorry for the mic ball. I just want to take a minute to look at the art here for a minute. Or do they get it's like Ethan Koji and something Matsuura for the English voices for Yukiri and Hien. That's actually kind of dope. They got like Japanese, British actors for it. Oh, this one is so good. Yeah. Maria Issei is Nanamo. That's actually funny. Do I recognize that Japanese voice actress? Joe Dempsey. For sure know that name, I just don't know from where. Okay, that's also really good art. Enigmatic figure, Jonathan Bailey. This makes them look younger than I feel like they are. Alright. For the sake of time, I think I'm gonna wait to, well, oh, excuse me, sorry, for the sake of time, probably gonna skip most of this. We're gonna speed it up. Oh, yes, this fucker. Alright, anyway.
I knew you'd be alright. And to celebrate your return, I made you this. A brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits.
Thank you.
But now is not the time to fuss over your measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers of St. Cornac's find. You go and rest while we track down that beacon.
Ah, okay. Oh. Cutscene time. Trader from within? What? Oh no.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Possessed by an Asian.
Bloody savages!
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
He's just gonna go body hopping. Yeah. Guess it makes sense, given that this, like, has some sort of connection to Heidelin, doesn't it? In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. In fields of tranquil light, sow you seeds of darkness. Okay. Circus Trench. Alright, log out. Yes, there we go. Oh. Titles, Shadowbringers demo and title? This is the trailer, essentially, right? The Garlean Empire. Ship.
How many years have come and gone since that day?
See, he's not
How many
greasy
years
in this.
have I waited for this moment? For the one they called. The warrior of light.
Wherever he's love this.
What sayest thou, Master Montoya? We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? I'm wont to run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better.
None of the silence becomes the answer. That's
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
what? That's Minfilia? Okay, they did show the answer. Got it.
This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone.
Ooh.
If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become you must.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
Become warrior of darkness.
Yeah, I see what he means by like just the old Les Paul sound. So where do I get that sword? I'm still gonna go for Cronus, but I'll get that sword at some point. Sword is Dark Knight artifact gear. The end of the expansion? Right, but it's not the relic weapon, right? hold on. Will be returned to stock, not pick. Okay. I have a subscription, or prescription I need to get. Alright. But don't look it up, Spoiler City. Alright. Not relic artifact gear. Basically free at max level. Gotcha. Armory chest is full. Hold on. What is it? Boots. Pantalus boots. Strife boots. Okay, real quick, fashion emergency. I need to find a glamour dresser. Or do I? I think I can actually survive on this little bit until I reach some kind of inn.
Good news, Aden. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover.
We better go and give them a hand.
My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is that mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat and oath servitor waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way.
Scion Traveler's Jacket. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay.
Look how many people there are!
Is that the only thing you have to say?
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you. Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Alright.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Right off the bat, I'm noticing they, like, stepped up the game for the voice direction.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Voices of Shadowbringers were done in the middle
What's
of COVID.
that you got there?
To record a lot from home.
Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Oh boy. So it's really just kicking off with a bang. Hell of a hangover.
Is it day for faded dreams?
For showing me the dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight.
Away with you!
Say spirited accounts of
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Warrior of Darkness. Philia.
Your time has not yet come.
Or I guess Oracle of Light. The Warrior of Darkness in the first reflection, where like his home plane. At least that's what it looks like to me, given that everything's like so oversaturated and drowning with light.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Okay, so there are people here.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
I don't quite know. What do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
So it's been this way for a while.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply.
You recognize this man? No? Wait.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
Nope. I don't got it. Don't say anything. I want to see if it comes to me, though.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
No, why am I refusing a drink?
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town.
I was gonna say, it's like some ARR thing.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
I feel like it was like in one of the level 20 ARR quests or something that I saw him. Like that's the vibe I get, but not sure.
To dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light.
Wait, was he on
the one true struggle?
He was on the cart. He was either like the driver or he was on the cart that we took to Ul'dah. Like, in like, very first quest. I think that's where I saw him. Makes the most sense with the voice. Oh, no, the voice would have been different, though, because that was a different studio doing it. Or job. Merchant on the car in the very first cutscene, yeah. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Yeah, because I remember on that first cart there was Alphino, a merchant, and then me. And then you, like, protect the merchant. Yeah, Dark Knight also just, like, looks the best for this, I think. Oh, hello.
Halt!
Hi.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Ulda. None of these answers are going to make any sense. Here's the thing. Would I know that this is like a thing that would make sense to say? Like, do I know that I've hopped worlds at this point? Or rather, does Aden Vode know that he's hopped worlds at this point? Cross the bridge, you must answer these questions through. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the unladen what is the air velocity of an unladen swallow? I'm gonna say the source.
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense?
Yeah, you probably would have said the same thing had I said Ulda. So.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
You definitely are aware of the other questions. Did you put that together from the other question? I think so.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh.
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin-eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
Yeah, I know I'm aware of the reflection.
I'll inform the others
still,
your
like,
guest is to be
the
given the
second part
run
of
of
that
the
question.
city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
What's your name? Tell me how you
Come with me.
Let me buy
I will answer whatever
drink.
questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Okay. That would... Well, you can start by showing me your face.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards.
Yeah.
The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
More drip. Yeah, fair enough. I do like his sandals and the gloves, though. I want those. I'm just gonna review what he said real quick. Thought to seek the aid of you and your pens. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused?
An inkling, yes. I can only beg your forgiveness. Matters here forced my hand, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
All right.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Damn.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Okay.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
The equilibrium. That's what you're referring to.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Came in full force, yeah. Yeah, what with like the Menphilia stuff, the Warrior of Darkness. Set it up like forever ago. And then probably like the post-Stormblood stuff is going to be Endwalker. I mean, some of it's going to come up here, but most of it is like set up for Endwalker. Does that honestly make sense with like how they would write, the pacing for which how they would write these? Is that they sort of like leapfrog expansions with how the post-patch stuff is relevant? Because like post-ARR is mostly relevant to like City.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Northrend. Okay. I like this, though. It's very pretty. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp on the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders, and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source. Believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Katniss, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps, take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along down until you come up to large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Pun intended. Ha! Very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you have discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Sorry, I just heard the original Final Fantasy theme come on in the, like the very back of the song. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then... Alright, let's see if we can find a glamour dresser around here. It's our first order of business. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint, but stable, and should allow teleportation to Aetherites in the source. Light motifs? Yeah. It is spelled differently, but I'm not gonna hassle too much about it. Where's an inn? Launch board. Curiosity, the Amaro launch quarter. Dossel gate. Market board. Musica Universalis market. Ah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's Leitmo. You have the second part right. It's just the first part is Leit, and it's all one word. Though it's like, it's one of those things where it's like it's only if you like had it's literally spelled out for you before would you know how to spell it. Because it's also like one of those loan words that they just kind of like brutalize into English. It's not brutalized because it does still have its original spelling. No to the city front. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome. My name is Bragi, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. To floor it by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for mistals, such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. Mistal? Aye. Something wrong? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a human. The taller one is an elf. That sturdy individual over there is a galgant. A gent. Plus the other one with the horns is a dron. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. So not Amalja. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. I share a homeland with the Exarch. The same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they've floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about peoples of the First. Even Vise like Captain... Oh, Vise, not Vieira. Another Ronso like me sooner or later. Vise like Captain Lena aren't that unusual in the city. Man of refugees, except maybe the dwarves. Those lot prefer to keep to themselves, in my experience. The dwarves are the Lalafels, I'm gonna assume. Man, and this is part of the free trial now. That's crazy to think. This place was probably packed when Shadowbringers first came out. Access to the Pedants. An interesting name for an inn. What? No room in the inn? It probably won't let me until I finish this quest. I'm gonna look up the white oak gear and see. It is higher than that. It's not higher than the Skaven gear. Do I give monks some gear? No, that looks okay. Not what I'm going for, though. Aetherite Plaza, yes please. Deep Gold Claymore. Oh, that actually does look really good. What's the monk weapon? Deep Gold Katars. It looks less good in my opinion. Up the stairs and to the right. Make sure I'm like attuning the Aetherites around here. Alright, Catless, what you got? Hard to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too, thanks to us in the main. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods that make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll be all handed to you on a plate like those Ilmorian layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have a whiff of indolence about you, but like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Same place as the Exarch. One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. That's how the Crystarium began. With the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, but the eldest among us swear the Exarch looked exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he's never yet let us down. So if he, and you, wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catless, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalline Mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and running. Greased and turning? Whatever. Recording node. The Oligan technology. The Mourner of Life. Probably gonna go for another hour and a half, I think. And then, I'll maybe not be forced to call it, but I am gonna call it there. So he summoned the Crystal Tower, or a copy of it. He mirrored it in the first. I'll say mirrored. The Exarch. So, like, we can agree that the Exarch's Graha, right? Like, Crystal Tower shows up, who was operating it? Like, someone who knows us and all the Scions. Like, there's one dude who fits that description. Now, I realize that because I've essentially experienced the story in a much more compressed time frame than others would have, that's much easier for me to realize. Also, this is like a 4-5-year-old expansion at this point, I want to say. You know, it's like maybe not as like pressing to have like the mysteries be drawn out. Clan Nutsy member. You must have completed the side quest to lead in dangers. You must have completed the main scenario quest. Travelers of Norfolk. Alright. We'll find out what that is later, I guess. Is that an Aetheryte up top? I guess I just didn't tag that Aetheryte. Let's fix that. I mean, I guess we'll see once I pop this and, Curiosity. No, I did get it. This one, Mean Docile Gate, is the only one that I haven't. Okay, cool. I want to live here. Can I live here? Can we just stop the entire game and just live here? I guess I have to go up a little bit. Yeah, that'd do it. Oh, you're on the Scion's Traveler clothes, okay. Lauren. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well... what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even. A scrap of scribbled on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin, at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom has survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh ho, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives, I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, and I'll fetch it for you. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson, then. A 100 years ago, or not near enough not to measure, the villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, the light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity a flood of light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrent, and Norvrent alone, spared the fate of erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilizations, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak on other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. About the flood of light. That was the most informative. To me, at least. My ankles. Oh, that wasn't bad. And it goes all the way down, too. Oh. Can't go down there yet. But it makes me want to play Dark Souls again and just go into Duke's Archives. I used to fear that place a ton, but I actually quite like it now. It's really interesting. This place is just so damn pretty. I was looking and seeing like what my next stuff was. ultimate legend. What are you looking at? Oh, it's what's behind you, I see. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of the world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something ritual, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted the details were sparse. The structure is in fact the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching boundaries between worlds. Something of a trial run for your eventual cross. That was a trial run? I'm sorry, what? And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Oh, so not even you fully understand what you're doing. That's strangely comforting. You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit to you. Just like that then. Grahaptia is... I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale. But I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. But now I think it best we focus on the present. Okay. Fine then, keep your secrets. Huh. Is it not Graha then? Enter the Crystal Tower, yes. The 14, or the source and the 13 reflections.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Okay, so don't go spewing it everywhere. Got it.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yeah.
To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Faster, namely.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first. And the reverse could also be true.
Oh.
The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Okay.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
You fucking kidding me? What have they been doing all this time?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Okay.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Okay.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin-Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
That's simpler than I would have guessed.
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Oh, that's good. Glad you're willing to fix your fuck-ups.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
I think so. Aye, but I'll see that you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Crystalium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at Impedance, which, as it turns out, is perfect. A path there will take us past the markets, and it's hoping to be my own introduction to their wares. Come along. This is a lot of story info. I'm just kind of like absorbing all of it, and I might need a minute, if I'm honest.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
But it's not the main currency here.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Oh, okay.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
That's awfully convenient.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
I'm sorry, a cell phone?
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Crystal Tower
Avan
has
Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay.
Raise your hand. Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Send a message to... Zara will know what to do with the info. She may not understand it,
Consider it done.
But she'll, like, you know, propagate the info to the rest of the phone trees, and Kryl will get the information anyway.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right. We were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Okay. As a result of your pact with Feo Ol, you now have access to the delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the First. I haven't even used those. While I'm not on the free trial anymore, I am keeping myself to free trial standards until I finish it, really. Until I'm done with the free trial, meaning done everything I want to do within it. Oh, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. A private room here in the pendants, or not pedants, pendants for the duration of your stay. Make use of as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate. We shall reconvene in the ocular moment. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Arden. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready. Care to retire? Damn! This place is nice. Okay, that's pretty.
You.
Hey.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Warrior of darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Huh.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Yeah.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
I saw Minfilia on the way here, though.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
You're not gonna like this.
$100 years. 100 long years.
Oh. You're just a ghost?
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room.
You were drawn
Why
to
is it
me.
that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I was summoned.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
Alright, Celebrimbor.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
What is... How do you sleep that, like, calmly in that position with your armor on? In crazy work. Up and at him, already got my sword on my back. Let's get some breakfast and hit the day. Wait, don't take me out of the room. Don't take me out of the room. Damn it. I need a glamour dresser. Okay. Armor? Glamour dresser? Where's glamour? Where's glamour? Do I need these? Arcanist Grimoire? 60... 63. I wanted to keep that for leveling, probably. I think I can put this away. Do I want this one? I'll keep it. Lone Beacon. What saw? I can leave those. I can also put these in. Honestly, I can get rid of most of these. Irimaku Sabo of Gla... Okay, whatever. Aiming... Irimaku Dogi of casting. And King's Doublet. Oh, I bought that in anticipation of getting the crafters up. Habit of aiming. Augmented field keeps your... I can put this in as a glamour. That's a pretty good glamour. Hand King's gloves. Tantalus gloves. Strife gloves. Already stored in your glamour dresser. Scion Traveler's gloves. Scion Traveler's jacket. I can get rid of the Emperor stuff. Scion Rogue's bandana. Eye patch of the Divine Hero. Abato 55. Finally. Try on. Ooh, I like that hat. Yeah, sure. You can go in the glamour dresser. Legs and feet. Soft stepper Sarwell. Tantalus breeches. Scion Travelers. Emperor's new breeches. Got a new pair of those for, I think for, I think for materia purposes. Hand King's earring, Hand King's necklace, Sunstone earring, choker. I can have 2 rings, right? Yeah. Okay, then I can just get rid of all the Emperor stuff that I have. Discard. None in here. Discard. You can always get new ones later. They're like super cheap for Gil, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, then we will sort real quick. Uwagi 55. Have to remember to... Peko. Sort. Hakama. And Choka. Okay. Uwagi 55. Head, body, hands. Teko 55. Hakama 55. And Choka 55. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of like the look of these. I'll have to... Nomad's Boots of Scouting. I think I can turn those in. Because I'm not going to be... I mean, yeah. I don't need to keep those around. I can turn those in for, like, seals or whatever. Anyway, okay, now that the inventory is cleared up. Weapon coffer time? Yeah, whatever. Deep Gold Claymore. Right, and thus we exit the room. Yeah, let's go to the Docile Gate. Oh, it's all in my... See, what would I want? Critical hit? Jane 5? Yeah, sure. Jane 2 from Saddleback. Selected items level is too low to maximize the material potential. The fuck it is. Oh, level 70. Okay. Yeah, well, I should just meld that materia to reduce the inventory pain. Or where is the materia? Add all to saddlebag. Work this out.
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Yeah. I had to go sleep visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Ah, good.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Convenient way to limit the scope.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
I do like that they put in the effort to show how you're like getting all your stuff across dimensions.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Okay.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Okay.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Okay.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Wonderful.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
All right.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Yeah. She's continuing on the Red Mage's path. Fighting for justice and the common man.
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
That I was not able to get my chocobo?
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Yeah. Fate has a way of getting us to meet. In search of Alize. Ready to depart for Armarang. Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassar, master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him in the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Wait, can I pick up the other one while I'm here? You'll visit Alphino in Calusia, then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction. Present it to Semgen Mai, the master of beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. We're gonna make this our primary. Looking to procure yourself in the Marlow? You've come to the right place. 1 second, if you would. And there we have it. I've added you to our register. They come back whenever you need or not. If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh? Oh, friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, aren't you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. All set? Then off to the unforgiving sands we go. In the ether currents in new regions, the ether compass can be found under collection and
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Everything's crooked and sinking. Ooh, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, though. The sky's still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head. Which is where this Alizé friend of yours is staying. That's a fair old distance. So I propose we make a stop in Mord Sok to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off. I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, head southwest straight as an arrow. Ah, good. The southwest just happens to be where we're heading. Sorry, I saw the Giga Tender Again, tender, whatever. Oh. Alright. Okay, that combat music is kind of neat. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the rivers of sand, you need to turn your eyes turn around and feast your eyes on that. Want this? Oh, they built them big, didn't they? That's Casa Shal, fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabatharang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvrun's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabatharang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. Those few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. Oh, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mord Sork. Let's press on, shall we? Alright, moving on. Oh, it was over there and I missed it. Okay, this song is going on the playlist. I need it for the vibes. Here we are, Lord Sork. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Sork. Not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others, too. It's long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Genjen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Not goblins. Kobolds? More for hire for interest actually before I register. Okay. I did not get a good look at their mount. I don't know if it was even loaded in. So this is a Mord.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsook.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsook's a different story. Merchants come from realms around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Alright, so you're not all that
That is why
different.
they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Split the G?
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Okay. Easy enough.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh, you should not have spoken out loud.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy, you buy?
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
What if I want to cook?
Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
I don't know about that. Alright. Welcome to Ronron's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time. Stare and sniff before you choose. But no drooling on the merchandise. Yes? Meat, bread, worms.
I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed Wrigley, you'll never want any other treat. Oh, that's my ever-burning bounty made with the best parts of the lizard. Cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up in chilly desert nights.
Take the bread and the meat. Mush loaf. If I have to choose only one.
And done. One Verbitite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread.
I have some tamales in the fridge, and all I want to do is eat them right now. Oh, God. I think I'll share the rest.
Let's give thanks for his generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gen will be pleased that you honored ours. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns.
Understood.
You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mord Sook. If you ever need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide.
You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right. Now that you're beaten, I'd expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure for a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business in Mortsok. Yeah, sure, I could walk off that meal. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. Thonton and Tholtol. Mill to be collected from Mulmul. I don't need Ron. Lord Culinarian. Jinjin. Shansan. There's just some water spraying my window for some reason from like the sprinklers.
You came in with custard, yes? Good, good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your prickly purchase. Hey, no touching. That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer.
I have the receipt.
What? Custard sent you? But why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no, no, no. Nabatharang relics, was it? All packed in that box there. Handle with care.
Oh boy, I need help finding stuff. Iltil. And we need Thol. Jenzen. Oh boy, this is getting confusing. Yeah, Thol. I think I know what I'm gonna do for the next Shadowbringers thumbnail. Thol, there you are. Thol, rather.
Custard sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again? Iron. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours.
Don't tell me you've been round the entire market already. Alright, that's the lot, alright. Good work. And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you wanted to sit in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency prevents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over which one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs.
Custard? Feels like an age since I last saw you.
Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. The gentleman was on his way to meet with Alizé. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commanded my attention.
I know who you are. Alizé has told me so much about you. You're Auden, aren't you? I knew it. Oh, how wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alizé quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Auden's guide, Kassar? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble.
Oh, that would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. It's appreciated. Alize has been so desperate to see you, Auden. Let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? What I'm here for. I thought you might. Alize was always saying how much you... I mean... Let's get going, shall we? Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alize was strong, but in her mind she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Alright. Now that that's done. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I can hear the howling and snarling from here. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. We need to get these supplies back to the inn. The hell is that? Cozy. Okay, they're kind of earth elemental. Huh. That wave of light was really no joke, huh?
I think that's what gets me to level up. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. To think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alizé arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. Afflicted. You don't know. I don't think I've met anyone besides Alizé who is so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alizé give you the full explanation. Okay, let's talk to her. Tune the Aetheryte. We'll start the next quest. And then I'm gonna call it for the day. Because, oh boy. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on a patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south gate, south side, and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Look for signs of Alizé near the derrick. Okay, so be on the lookout for the ether current. It's probably going to be near that watchtower. Damn, this is cool. Tuning with the ether, the area's moving on the winds. Okay, blah blah blah, just the usual spiel. Alizé is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints in the ground. Hello? Excuse me, and they look to be about the right size. She has a weird gait. Northwest. Also, this whole time I haven't had tanks. If you've watched this far, comment tank signal to let the cast know that I did not have tanks on time.
curve to the west. Just need to cut through some zombies still. I'll need to take care of this one, but I can probably focus it down in a reasonable amount of time. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand.
Get back here!
Oh! Don't break your ankles.
Is that... It can't be.
Superhero landing. Is that a new outfit? You almost lost that one.
I had it under control, right up until the moment I didn't. I'll do better next time. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
You're pretty sure that's a new outfit.
How are you?
I'm doing alright. Had a long way here, saw the Oracle. Met with not Graha.
We've fought them to a standstill then.
Yeah. Oh right, I probably would tell her about what's going on in the homeland.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
Hmm.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
Yeah.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
Yeah.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
Yeah, this is true.
As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the First tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. then they either perish or are warped into mindless abominations.
So that's what the Sin Eaters are.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
It's actually terrifying.
They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh. Oh. Well, that's heartening.
It's just a matter of time.
More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you. You help me finish my betrothal, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Yay! If I sprint, can I lose you? Yeah, looks like I can. See if this triggers it. Nope, not even that cracks the shield. Is there a way to view the shield on my own health bar? I want to know if I can see that. Oh, okay. So that one just didn't have a Sin Eater. Cool. Let's try this again. This time, hopefully, we don't get interrupted. Well, close enough, I guess. Given cowardice is the name of the Sin Eater. You cannot hurt me. I don't think you realize this yet. But you will. What? Even further south. Alright, well. I found 2 Sin Eaters. Took care of them both. Oh, I thought there might be 1 or 2 lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. To cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Oh yeah, I should register the chocobo.
Alize tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks. And my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the 2 of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alize has missed your company. Everything is always, if Harden were here, he would... That's an exaggeration. And I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Arden's methods. Oh, honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation. It really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing. Though I've no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets. Just as you do.
Alright, and that's where I'm going to call it for the day. Thank you for joining me, those who have seen me begin on this journey. I will log off, get some food, get water, stretch, hydrate. In my case, go to work. Don't work, it's Friday. The man just wants your labor. But I need money. So, yeah. Anyway, good luck with the rest of your days. Have good weekends, all of you. I will see you in the next one. Probably Monday for Subnautica. I don't know what my work schedule is exactly just yet. So, we'll see. Wednesdays I think are off the board, though. I don't think I'll be able to do Wednesdays going forward. But yeah. See you later. Have a good one.